AITA for refusing to move out? I 24F have lived in the same apartment for 4 years. In this time I've had 2 roommates, one the first 2 years I lived here and the second for the rest of the time. My current roommate 32F V has been great until now. She's in a long-term relationship and over Christmas she got proposed to. Now they want to live together, but they both approached me and asked me to let her fiancé take over my lease and for me to find a new place as soon as possible. I have a few problems with this. I feel like they should find a new place together because I've lived here longer. I also told V a few months ago that I spoke to the landlord about once our lease together is up, that I'll be living alone since I can now afford it. At that time she agreed and said that her and her boyfriend would look for a place together. I told her this, but she said that when they started looking for a new place that everything else was too expensive and it made for sense for me to move out and not her. I refused and told her that she can always ask the landlord if there will be units available for them in our building. She started cussing me out and has had her fiancé and their friends harassing me about it. There's 4 months left on the lease, so I'm just going to ignore them, but when I spoke to my mom about it, she thinks I should let them have the apartment since they need to start saving for their wedding. NTA. They say everything is too expensive of them. A 2-income household, but you, a 1-person household, should move out and live somewhere else while you've been there longer. And on top of that, they're harassing you? Nah, bro. NTA. Stay put. Not your responsibility to help them save up for a wedding. She's acting very entitled to an apartment that isn't hers. NTA. And ask your mom why she cares about strangers more than you. NTA. It's rude of them to assume that you'll move out when it's her BF who wants to move in. Stand your ground and tell her you understand. However, as said previously, you told her you were taking over the lease. Also inform your landlord in case she tries to kick you off the lease when it's up for renewal. NTA. They're well out of line here. It's on thing to ask you. But they didn't ask. It was a demand. Funny how everything is expensive and yet they're happy to make it your problem when they're the ones with the change of circumstances. Worth giving the landlord a heads up on this. Especially if she tries to take a sneaky route of making stuff up about you to them. NTA. Roommate wants something and has demanded it in a really entitled way. She, her fiancé, and their friends sound like nightmares. Your mother's attitude is a bit disappointing though. Perhaps you could suggest that if saving for roomie's wedding is the priority, rather than you moving out, your mother could just make a financial contribution to the wedding fund. NTA. Renew your lease. Your apartment, not theirs. Where they live is their problem. NTA. Your roommate's solution to it being too expensive for 2 people to find a place to live is to kick a single person out on their own? That's laughable. Why can't they live where the fiancé lives? Also, you lived there longer and gave her notice first. Edit. Spelling. NTA. Go to the landlord now and sign a new lease that excludes her and starts at the end of the 4 months. It is not too early, and in 30 days have the landlord send her a letter as a reminder that the lease is up in 90 days and he would like to schedule an exit walkthrough or whatever the lease conditions require. If anyone keeps harassing you, contact the police. Just because her and fiancé want to save money doesn't mean you leave your home to accommodate them. That is a they problem, not a you problem. NTA. Talk to the landlord and see if you can renew early. Doesn't matter that they're engaged. They're not entitled to your living space. NTA. These are all them problems if they are harassing you and cursing at you. The friendship is likely over. And why would you do a favor for someone who is not your friend? NTA. Everything is too expensive for their two incomes. So they want to pass that problem on to you instead. Cute. But your roommate already agreed to be the one to leave, and it was your home first. They can figure it out. They need to start saving for their wedding. I've always been a believer of a cheap wedding and honeymoon, so I could put that money to a home. They should try it. NTA. Also, you should let your landlord know about the harassment and make sure you have a full exterior type lock on your bedroom. NTA. It's your lease. If the couple wants a place to rent, they can go find one. NTA. So what if she has to start saving for the wedding? NTA. You keep getting your lease renewed. Don't talk to them anymore. They are trying to use your emotions against you because you are kind. NTA. It's not your responsibility to accommodate them, to make them happy at your expense. They're one level above strangers. They're not your friends or family. You don't owe them anything. NTA. How completely absurd. NTA. They are being completely out of line here in asking you to be the one to move out. Their circumstances changed, not yours. And particularly in the subsequent harassment. Another example of sucky people doing sucky things. Also tell the landlord as soon as possible about the harassment and before they start doing anything to the apartment. Get all your stuff secure as well. NTA. Stay put. I don't know what your mom's deal is. They aren't entitled to take over your lease because of their wedding and poor financial planning. Your roommate, her future husband, and their friends are bullies.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.